Hey guys, welcome to another day on the shop. Today is going to be Tool Tuesday. And here's the tool. Let's check this out. So this is the Tooliom plastic welding gun. So we're going to check out what's in it and use it and see how it works, because I've needed a plastic welder for a long time. So yeah, let's get to it. So here is the Tooliom plastic welding gun. Let's open this. All right. As we open this, we have all these little staples, I'll call them, to burn. They're all different ways. Got this little M style. I'll pull these out of the package. You got another style, another style, another style. Got quite a few. All right. Comes with some little cheapo cutters. Comes with a razor knife, which is kind of odd. It's hefty. I guess you can lock it with this deal. I don't know. Let's see what it all does. The foam, the welding gun itself, different tips for smoothing out the plastic. All different types of nylon, ABS, polycarbonate types of welding rod. Alright, more staples, some other material which looks like aluminum tape. Oh, ooh. Different sheets of metal to fill in voids, I guess. Some instructions, which has just a little bit about bumpers and how you do it with which ones. I got all the different types of staples in here to weld, and then how to weld it, cut it, smooth it out using your bracing and other materials. And yeah, there's 4 different types of little staples, and yeah, so we're going to use this on a plastic wheel that I've had issues with trying to kind of weld myself. Let's do that. So here's the culprit. As you see, I've tried to kind of use a soldering gun, cheap old soldering gun that I had. Most of it worked, but then it cracked, and yeah, so we're going to try and put some of them staples in it and make it work. A little heavy on one side, it looks like. Alright. But yeah, we'll throw some staples in here and try and smooth all this out with the rest of the plastic weld, and hopefully it comes out better than what it looks like right now, and we can actually use this to where it doesn't crack and just start making the bad noises of it being cracked like this. You can see it's almost cracked all the way around, all the way to right here. So let's do that. So how one of these guns works is you have power going to each side, and whenever you pull this trigger right here, alright, that light lights up, and then these connect the power to each other. This trigger is just a switch to turn it on to start warming it up between the two. You have to have a connection point, otherwise it doesn't start doing anything. So while using these little staples, which we're going to use these little, let's say MW staples, I don't know what you would want to call them, the little wiggly staples, you put them inside the hole there, just like that. It says you're going to hold it on here where you want it. I need to clean all this off anyway. And you're going to hold it on there until it melts into it. Release the trigger, let it sit for 45 seconds, and then let it cool. And as soon as it cools, you can remove the gun from it, like so. And then after 45 seconds, you can clip these little clips, and then you can fill in either with plastic weld or the smoothing tool over this little hole. So we're going to do quite a few of these around here to kind of secure this, because I don't want this coming back apart. And we'll probably do this other wheel over here too, just with a few of them. So let's get to work, and we got lots to do. Oops. All right, well, in this situation, I have a little pick and trying to line all this up so it doesn't have a gap, just like if you were doing it with either a car panel or what other plastic thing you're trying to weld together. You don't want it to have a bunch of gaps. You would prefer it to all roll in together. So it's kind of difficult because it's split in 3 different spots right in this area. There's holes there. All right, so let's clean that up a little bit more. Use my pick, pulled it up. Now it's a lot cleaner. So we'll continue putting staples in. So now we're going to use a little snips that it came with. Just going to snip them as close as we can. Watch out, because these things are jumping off. You need a well-ventilated area and apparently some eye protection, or just squint. That's the proper way. Always squint. Alright, now we're going to start the smoothing process with everything, because all these are little ripples. Kind of like spikes in tires that you'd use for ice. So this thing just goes on here, slips on there, and then you push it all the way until it hits the little buttons right there. Alright, so we can smooth this all out, or we can use the rod, which we'll probably use the rod as well, and smooth in some of these gaps so that it will protect it more and it won't crack as easily. Let's do that. This is not the most magical, best job in the world, but it works. Smoothed it all out as much as I could. Used a lot of filler, especially up in this area. Just trying to do what I can. Still have some spikes up, but you can sand those down if you want. But it looks like it'll hold a whole lot better than it did. I'll eventually buy a new wheel, but this temporarily gets me going. So, like I said, there are different materials. Like this is polypropylene, and they're different colors. This is TPO, and it comes with quite a few: ABS, polyethylene, nylon, and polycarbonate. So a bunch of different things, and then you have your little smoothing pad, and like I said, you have that. I have a Yeti cooler that I'm going to be using too. I've also bought some extra colors and different materials to use as well. This thing works pretty well. I would use it in a ventilated area because melting plastic doesn't smell good and it's not good for your body. So safety glasses, ventilation, and possibly even a respirator. This little doohickey that smooths, it's kind of thin, so if you put too much pressure like I did, it will it'll bend. Oh, and there's a red power light on the back. So this is used for backing on certain materials, as of like bumpers and other things and interior pieces, because you can use it for just about anything, but know the plastic you're using, and it should work with the materials that you're given as of welding material. If you don't have the right color, then order the right color. It's not too expensive. I ordered a decent amount of it for like $8. All this is found in the description below for Amazon. Yeah. So let me go get my Yeti cooler, and I'm going to do the same thing to it. And I'll probably actually sand that down using my Dremel right here, just to get really close to the plastic itself. And yeah, and then I'll have 2 things fixed plastic wise. So let me do that. So this is my review of the, however you say it, Tooliom plastic weld gun. I've got to let it sit. I've used it for quite a while. It says don't use it for more than 10 minutes consecutively without letting it have a 15-minute break. And yeah, I push it to the limit. Push it to the limit. But so yeah, if you need plastic welding, it's a cheap alternative to getting it done. Like I said, it is on Amazon. It's not expensive at all. And so far, 2 projects are done, and I'm not sure how the wheel's gonna hold up. Hopefully it holds up better than I think it's gonna hold up. But yeah, I'm happy. You can do just about anything with this though. You can do like bumpers, radiators, anything that has plastic on it with this material that is in these packages, because it does come with the same stuff that this comes with, except the difference is this labels what it is and what it goes for. So, this is a cheap way to fix your plastic stuff. I would recommend it. So if you get one, put in the comments down below and tell me how you like it. Tell me anything you know about it. Give some information if you know it. If you don't and you're learning, like me, I just like playing around with stuff. I buy things off Amazon, play with it, and see if it works. And if it doesn't, I go to a better brand or whatever else. So it's just a hobby that I like, just having tools, and I like playing with them. So yeah, check out the link in the description for everything, and thank you for joining in. See you next time.